very much, all of you. Really appreciate you giving up your time to talk to us on Newsnight. Thank you very much. It's been almost 2 weeks since the Prime Minister announced the intentions to end the moratorium on fracking in England. Liz Truss says that lifting that ban, which has been in place since 2019, will allow shale gas to contribute towards the UK's energy security. Since then, anti-fracking protesters have been digging out their banners from storage, keen to stop drilling from starting. But tonight, fracking companies have also told Newsnight that the future of the industry is unclear unless regulations change. Kate Lamble is our science and technology correspondent.
We have to stop here.
Okay.
Because of the injunction that they've taken out against us.
Kath and Sheila are banned from getting any closer to this former RAF base in Nottinghamshire because of their long-held opposition to a fracking site here.
We would have a great big rig that's lit up. I mean, the poor people in the houses that are just up there were continually with the drilling noise and that security. It just upturned everything.
People were frightened.
Absolutely.
Between 2017 and 2019, this kind of sleepy country lane was the centre of protests and police presence because just behind me, gas companies were beginning to drill an exploratory fracking well. Arguments over it went all the way to the High Court. Then the government introduced a moratorium after concerns about fracking-related tremors, stopping development until compelling new evidence could show it could be conducted safely. Banners and T-shirts were packed away into attics and garages. Now they're being dug out once again. Almost 2 weeks ago, the Prime Minister announced the moratorium on fracking would be ended, citing the need for energy security.
I just thought, here we go. They said it would be a scientific decision. We haven't seen the science yet. In fact, there's plenty of science against doing so.
It does feel depressingly familiar.
It's just bonkers. It's madness that they're thinking of lifting the moratorium. It was there for a reason, and those reasons haven't changed.
Experts have questioned just how much fracking could add to the UK's energy supply, and industry figures have also told Newsnight their contribution is by no means guaranteed. One company think they could power 3 million homes from the gas in this area, but only if they have the right regulatory support.
One is on planning and permitting, and it just takes an inordinate amount of time to get the right planning and permitting in place to be able to execute the development that we want to do. And the second major issue is on the seismicity. So at the moment, we're treated very, very differently to other industries. And we're not asking for anything special. We just want to play on a level playing field.
Fracking in England uses a traffic light system. If there's any seismic activity, companies have to proceed with caution. Fracking must halt if there's a tremor over 0.5 on the Richter scale. The British Geological Survey say earthquakes are typically not felt until they become more than 10 times larger, reaching 2 on this scale. But we know fracking has caused multiple tremors over this limit.
Even if we look at the largest event, the 2.9, the surface vibration from that is half what is permitted at construction sites. So what I'm saying here is if you apply the regulations that are currently applied to shale gas to the construction, quarrying, geothermal or coal mining industry, none of them would be able to operate in the UK. So what we're asking for is parity.
Not everyone would agree. Seismic limits for fracking are too low.
They don't need to go above 0.5 in order just to frack the shale. It's an indicator that something's going wrong down there.
The government have yet to release a scientific report they commissioned on this issue, but the industry says their stance is crucial.
I think if the government doesn't change it, it makes it very difficult for us to do anything. Our partner in the area that you're in at the moment feels exactly the same, that without these changes, there is no future for the shale development in the UK.
We've been totally clear publicly and with government on this. If the government were to just lift the moratorium and leave everything else the same, investment would not come.
Government plans so far have been vague, but Liz Truss said fracking would take place where there is local support for it.
Well, if it goes ahead and they're truthful about the community support, then I have no fears because it won't go ahead.
because communities have spoken loud and clear, over 10 years, and we don't want it. We use the phrase frack off, and we mean it.
How much of this is a genuine restriction on the industry, and how much of it is that the industry sees an opportunity to lobby the government, who are publicly supporting them at this moment?
Look, I won't lie, there's obviously an opportunity. But it's not a very nice opportunity. We have an energy crisis at the moment, and we have never stopped lobbying the government. We still feel it's the right thing to do.
For now, the site in Nottinghamshire remains abandoned. Protesters remain on standby. The government may have to go further if they want their vision of fracking playing a role in our energy security to become a reality.